and welcome to the Takeaway, sponsored by J&D Waterproof, and he's Wolf. I'm Tunch, and it is a Steeler Victory Monday, and we are so excited because we got out on the road. It wasn't the West Coast, but it's close to the West Coast. And
it's kind of southwest Pittsburgh.
But and the fans were amazing.
Weren't they indeed?
Half, probably 40% Steeler fans.
If you just stood in the middle of the field and closed your eyes, you'd think you were in Heinz Field. I mean, it was that loud, raucous, and rowdy.
Yeah, and it was a great game. The Steelers started quick.
How about that? Dun, 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 dun. We got a fast start.
Yeah, that's right. Finally.
Yes.
But they didn't sustain it.
Okay, now
very
sustaining
well.
is the next part of it. Okay, fast start, then play smart. Okay, so we didn't quite get to the play smart all the way through.
Let's. Deontay Johnson started the big plays off with a punt return for a touchdown. Man, that was great. And you know what I did a chalk talk of it, and
found
they tried
on Steelers.com.
Yeah, they tried to block the punt, and when you try to block the punt,
everybody's
the guys
going.
You don't get off the ball as quickly as you do, and he missed he made the first wave missed, and then the guy that was contained comes screaming in.
Do you remember the words, Chaluch? Contain.
Because I've been guilty
that was
of
you.
The same. Yeah, I've been guilty
we were
of
on
the
a punt coverage team in Miami way back in 1980.
Yeah.
He didn't contain. I didn't semi-contain. It was bad.
Yeah. And the offense,
but I blame him.
I love the way Duck, the accuracy of Duck, the quick decisions. Hey, man, and he ran for a few first downs.
He did. Yeah. He did. Look, the thing about it was he played small ball.
Yeah.
But what we saw and what I thought, and I said this during the broadcast, I thought we started to see the emergence of the guy that broke Steve McNair's FCS school passing records. You know, all that. To me, he was accurate. He made quick decisions. It wasn't about big yardage. It was $152.
Yeah.
But he was 16 of 19. He didn't put the ball in harm's way.
Yeah.
He took care of the ball. He ran at appropriate times.
The touchdown pass to Deontay Johnson
on that
out
was great, and he looked unflappable. I had to throw it. I'm sorry. It was.
You've made many duck analogies.
It's low hanging fruit.
But one of the things I liked, his accuracy, his quick decisions, his composure, his confidence, and you know what? You always wonder. How much is Randy Fichtner going to open up the offense? But
I think
week by week, we'll start seeing a little bit more of it, and you know what? One of the things that also was very encouraging was the running game.
Yes.
What they rushed for 160 yards.
I guess if I used my glasses, that would probably be a better thing about it. All right, but again, I know is Benny Snell had 41 yards, and 16 yards rushing, but Keurig White 5 for 41. That's 8.2 a carry.
I love him.
I didn't do the math. It's right there.
Right.
8.2.
But how many yards the rushing?
Rushing game, we had 140.
140
total.
Well, that's great. And running back by committee is not so bad. Jalen Samuels, Ray Snell, and
Benny Snell.
Or Benny Snell.
We played with Ray.
Ray. I forgot. So Benny Snell did a nice job with the power game, but I think Kareth White needs to get more carries. And I think I need to see him more out in space.
I know in space.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, he is so quick.
Yeah.
He is so fast. He ghosts people.
Yeah.
But the thing that I said, and I believe, when you're talking about so fast, he is absolutely fearless in between the tackles.
Right.
I mean, when he runs, he doesn't run, and he doesn't run to protect the ball only or just to protect himself, but he goes all out. He spins, he turns. I remember when that Zach Kerr, the 350 pounds of him, just pounded him when he turned around. He popped right back up that was nothing.
Yeah, he was.
Go eat another donut. He said
he's he's like a pinball machine.
Yes.
He pinballs off the bumpers, and then he keeps running.
He did indeed.
I was very impressed with him. On the defensive side of the ball, I really, I love the scheme, and I love the way the guys hustle. So we talked about that defense is fast enough and athletic enough to contain Kyler Murray.
Matter of fact, I don't think Kyler Murray. At one point, I think he was almost shocked at the speed coming at him.
Yeah.
Between Devin Bush, Mike Hilton, some of the other rushers, Bud Dupree.
Yeah. The one bad part of the game was the last drive of the first half when they were going tempo, and it looked like the guys were sucking wind.
Which one was it? Was that the touchdown?
Yeah,
one?
the touchdown
over,
to Charles
Edmonds?
Clay. To Charles Clay. Yeah.
And that was And let me tell you something. They were sucking wind.
Yeah.
It got a little bit more warm in the Betty Crocker Easy Bake Oven. As my brother calls that stadium there. Down there it got more and more warm, and they were running. I mean, they were dog tired chasing Kyler Murray all the time.
Right. Yeah.
And that it really manifested itself in the fourth quarter. That last drive, that was a feeding frenzy going after him. But I saw Bud Dupree, T.J. Watt. Cam Hayward, all those guys were exhausted at the end.
I love the scheme too. That when he put Butsy put Mark Barron outside of T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt goes inside. Mark Barron goes outside. He gets the edge on Justin Murray, the right tackle.
Right.
It gets the sack. I love the I love the play that Javon made when Kyler was running and he just tripped him up. If he doesn't trip him up, Kyler's still running.
It was wide open. It was indeed. But get that hand up and boom.
And then Bud, I love the way Bud was sideline to sideline, man. Bud Dupree was playing like a man possessed. And then I love the sack by Vinny Williams because Vinny was the spy.
Yes.
And usually spies don't rush. But he saw the opening.
Well, the funny thing too, most spies they hide better than Vinny does.
Yeah.
Vinny doesn't hide. Vinny's and he's out there going. Now let's wrap it up with Joe Hayden.
Yeah.
How about Joe Hayden's 2 picks?
Yeah.
Was that sensational?
Yeah. The first pick was on Case Edmonds, and they were playing cover 2.
Okay.
And he allowed the outside receiver to go upfield, and he jumped the route, and he came up with the ball. It was a beautiful
The funny
play.
part was just prior to that, I remember you talking about it on there and you're saying, they're timing him. Kyler Murray's timing the Steelers. And you said, well, the Steelers are timing Kyler Murray.
Right.
And then, boom, there it was. He timed it, and Joe Hayden went in and did what Joe Hayden does. That was a nice pick.
And then I love T.J. Watt's pick. Kyler Murray's expecting him to rush.
Right.
He drops into the flat, but then Max Williams is coming underneath, followed by Larry Fitzgerald, and then Max Williams finishes underneath that and then goes straight up, and that's when T.J. Watt followed him, and Kyler Murray threw it to Max Williams, and he hit T.J. Watt, and
it was all was good for the Steelers.
Right, and it was let's face it, they got 18 picks. I don't know how many fumble recovers, but they have
over 30 turnovers.
Yeah, they 32. Yeah, 32. They've doubled last year.
Yes, absolutely.
And
by the way, what's so good about that is Clearview Federal Credit Union is donating based off of each takeaway to ATP, John Kolb's
physical therapy to people that don't have money to pay for physical therapy.
I just froze on that.
Yeah, it's
I just did, totally froze.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We, between the two of us, we got it out. Yeah, and Colby's doing a great job. He's also working with veterans. He's working with homeless guys at Light of Life. He's working with patients that have ALS, Parkinson's, stroke patients, paraplegics and quadriplegics.
So he's doing great work, and those are great donations. Keep getting the takeaway Steelers.
Right. All right. So he's Wolf. I'm Tunch, and next week we are going to get another running quarterback, Josh Allen.
Right, from the Buff Bills.
And another tough game, and this might determine who's going to be the top seed in of the wild cards. It's gonna be good, and it's
exciting,
and it's gonna be Sunday night.
Right.
He's
here.
Wolf. I'm Tunch. Thanks to J&D Waterproofing.
We're not here.
We're not here.
We're not here. Though.
Yeah.
We'll be there.